Everybody has their superpowers and then the sources of superpowers. If you have team players in the company, then you're going to function on a much higher level. So when I'm looking to hire somebody, I'm looking for several things. I'm looking for somebody who has soul in the game, somebody who really cares about what they do. I'm looking for somebody who is a team player. And when people say team player, it's almost like they make posters about it. That means they completely desensitizes or what it means, because everybody wants a team player. The problem is when you're a small firm, everybody has their superpowers and then the sources of superpowers. And what I mean by this, somebody who is very creative usually is not very detail oriented, and vice versa, right? And you could look at that, like in the past, I would look at somebody who's creative and who's not detail oriented, and would try to improve their, kind of make it more detail oriented. The problem, it doesn't really work. Okay, so what we do at IMA, we try to pair, if you work as a team, we pair up somebody who is very creative, somebody who is detail oriented. Okay, you always find you have some complementing qualities, and if you have team players in the company, then you're going to function on a much higher level, because everybody's going to help each other. So somebody being a team player is incredibly important. You also want to have somebody who will be a nice person to be around. We have this test: would you want to drive this person to Omaha, from Denver to Omaha? Because in the past, two of my colleagues had to drive to Omaha from Denver to Berkshire Hathaway in a meeting, and they got along great, and it was a great bonding experience for them. But I would not want to hire somebody with whom I would not want to spend 8 hours in a car, because I'm spending 40, 50 hours a week with them every single week. Another quality that is very, very important is empathy. Especially in the customer service business, the people who do client services here, they have an incredible amount of empathy. And that's the problem is empathy. You can't teach empathy. Just like in basketball, you can't teach height. You can't really teach empathy. So those are kind of the qualities I'm thinking about when we hire people. You're also looking for honesty. You're also looking for somebody who's industrious, and somebody who is thoughtful. It's kind of interesting. We hired a colleague a while back, and one of the first tasks we asked him to do, I asked him, could you please set up we're going to have a Christmas party. There's going to be 6 of us, and 7 of us at a Christmas party. Can you make a reservation for this? When we came to the restaurant, I asked him, why did you choose this place? He's like, well, number one, it's between our office and downtown. I wanted to be in the middle. I wanted to make sure there's plenty of parking. I wanted to make sure it's not very loud. I wanted to make sure, and he went through this list of things he thought about this. Okay, and that was a very, to be honest, the decision was that was not a high value decision, but he went through it so thoughtfully. And this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who would make decisions mindfully and thoughtfully. So those are kind of the qualities I'm looking for.